Hello everyone and welcome back. We are here with obviously Kinkoi again because there are still 4 more routes to go to. So obviously we are gonna go down a different route today and for the next episodes. So we are gonna actually go down Ellie's route. So obviously with that, let's get right into this. One month after enrolling at Noble Academy.
1、2、3、4ほら、手上がってないよ。頑
Hi.
張って先輩ファイヤーファイヤー
Right. I got into the routine of doing radio calisthenics with the other dorm residents every morning.
食べ方がお下品
Ouch!
最初からそうなさいな
The air was so tense during breakfast you could almost cut it with a knife. Thanks a bunch, I guess.
ちゃんとごちそうさまでした日本では手を合わせるのでしたわねやりなさいな調理された方と食材への礼儀ですわよ
Hi. Itadakimasu. Thank you for the meal, Mina.
うんうんよろしくてよお下品
Ouch, I'm sorry. The slipped. I did think this was my own fault though. I still wasn't able to keep up in class though.
はい、次元素記号 I。この名前は市松くん。
I have no clue.
しゃあないヒント。現在日本では特に千葉県で産出生成されている消毒防腐剤で有名な元素です。
Like I said before, Teach, I really don't have any clue.
素直でよろしい。では六音寺くん。要素です。正解。簡潔でよろしい。では次の問題市松くん。
No clue.
まだ問題言っていません。せめて問題を聞きなさい。
I'm sorry.
素直でよろしい。
But I was adapting more all the time. I had gone through a number of life changes over the last month, but adapting to one's surrounding was part of human nature. Oh, sorry I heard. Everything was going surprisingly well for me, though.
そう言ってくれると私も嬉しいわはい
Both Sylvia and Ellie looked relieved when they heard I was more or less acclimated to my new life at Noble Academy. They apparently felt somewhat responsible for dragging me here without any recourse. I was enjoying myself, so it was certainly a win-win situation for everyone involved though. I could only hope this trend continued through graduation.
しかし乗り切るだけならともかく学習方面ではもう少し慣れた方が良いのでは
She hit me right where it hurt. I was fine with radio calisthenics and would even handle the daily beatings during Mina's etiquette lessons. I think I'd done a good job of adapting to my school life, which had a rather rocky start. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't keep up with my studies. I was never too bright and could really never hold a candle to the students at Noble Academy, which was one of the most prestigious schools in Japan. I think it's fine. I avoided failing anything at least. Doesn't that count for something?
それはまあ
We'd had a test a short while back, and I managed to pull through, somehow. Every test at Noble Academy was multiple choice and had 5 choices per question. Since 20 points were effectively guaranteed, I could avoid failing so long as I got 30 or more points. Noble Academy didn't want to produce students with failing grades or put them in supplementary lessons in the first place. The school's selling point were all their exceptional students, so I'd probably be okay as long as I didn't fail every class. The school's selling point were all their exceptional students, so I'd probably be okay as long as I didn't fail every class. I had no problem playing into the Academy's expectations in order to breeze my way through until graduation.
しかしそれでは市松殿の身になりません
Oh? Then what else? Are you gonna help me study, Ellie? This particularly naggy individual clearly didn't understand how I felt though.
困りましたね国から学者を何人か呼んで
市松殿に専属で家庭教師でも。
No, no, please, don't do that.
市松殿はソルティレージュの総意を持ってこの学園にお迎えしたのです。学力維持を含めあらゆる面でのサポートは欠かせません。
You don't need to worry about me. I didn't study much at my old school either.
そりはそりで問題っすな。
Ellie furrowed her brow and appeared to be deep in thought. She certainly was acting stuffy today. Studying was just a normal part of any student's daily life, and she seemed worried I was cutting corners. Her logic was sound in that it was important for a student to focus on their studies, but that'd be incredibly suffocating if that was all you did. Life was all about balance, and I believed it was important to relax when time called for it. This wasn't just an excuse not to study, okay?
なんだか責任を感じちゃうわね。オーロがおバカちゃんなのはシルビーのせいじゃないよ。
Hey, dummy or not, that still hurts, Reina.
私、オーロにはこのノーブル学園を 100% 楽しんでほしいの。だって、オーロが来てくれて、私は 100% 楽しいから。
Sylvie. Sylvie's worries were certainly valid, albeit serious. Personally speaking, I wish they'd have let this slide.
私が教えましょうか。
Wait, you're being serious? I know I said that earlier, but I was joking about that. But are you actually serious?
家庭教師では堅苦しいやもしれませんが、私ならどうでしょう。私も学力優秀というほどではありませんが、比較的上位をキープできる程度の学力はあります。方法は予習復習の反復繰り返し。一緒にやれば効果がないとは思えませんが。
My grades were piss poor because I didn't review the material or prepare for lessons. Though...
いかがです？
Ellie stared at me dead on while Sylvie looked apologetic off to the side.
逃げ場ないね。
Sounded like it. I went along with it and made plans to meet up with Ellie later to study. Although...
ですからここの計算はですね、最初に渡した公式があったでしょ？あれを当てはめればですね。
Huh? What formula? What do you mean? First. There's a first?
最初の問題です。ほらこれ。
Oh, that's right. You're here to help me study. See, I totally forgot about that. This really hurts my head, and I really don't get this. We may only have been doing basic preparation and review, but our basic arithmetic skills were on different levels and we couldn't see eye to eye. Honestly, this is hopeless. I tossed away my pen. But...
市松オーロ。
Yes? She drew in super close.
大変なのはわかりますが、これはあなたにとってとても意義のあることです。もう少しだけ頑張りましょう。ほら、次の1ページです。
Alright. Damn it. Her intensity did me in. I made it through this preparatory review session to the best of my ability. Heroina de Caballero está. Or, as I called her, Ellie. The thing that had changed most in the month since I enrolled here may have been my relationship with her. I was absolutely terrified of her at first, though, as time passed.
だから違う！さっきの公式を思い出しなさい！
I'm sorry. Never mind. I was still scared of her. Although...
よろしい。では次の問題です。
Right. I got to see many sides to her, not just the scary ones. How should I put this? Ellie was kind and her presence always packed quite a punch. This was likely due to her position as Sylvie's guard, to say nothing of the constant and intimidating bloodlust that emanated from her. Her stern expression and serious nature often made me fearful she'd one day come for my arm, if it came down to it. However, my friendship with Sylvie had earned me some brownie points since my arrival, and her kind side would occasionally shine through. Thanks for today, Ellie.
いえ、こちらこそお邪魔しました。教えたところは改めて復習してくださいね。何事も反復練習が結果を生むのです。
Will do. Better just take her nag nature as part of her kindness. Then...
あら、エロいな。何をしてますの？
カミナル様。
My other mentor suddenly came back. Speaking of studying...
それで、お姉様の護衛、ちゃんとできてます？騎士員の方々が伝達がいくらか混乱しておりましたわよ。
引き継ぎはしてあるはずですが。
あなたはできているつもりでも、今日本に来ているのは若い騎士ばかりで、手順がわからないものも多い。ほら、外でおどおどしてますわよ。
Mina pointed to several black-suited men and women who were looking our way apologetically. Ellie rushed out to talk to the knights, and some sort of conversation ensued between them, and probably not for the best. I could hear Ellie barking at them from here, and honestly, didn't sound like it was for the best. She continued to speak and wore a rather stern expression on her face. Was it a bad idea for Ellie to be my tutor?
ご安心なさいな。あなたやエロイナでなく、他の者たちの失態ですわ。本来お姉様の護衛を務めるはずのエロイナが、今日は急に用事ができたから、屋敷での護衛の仕事をいくつか他に任せた。ところが、任された騎士が初めての王女の直近十字と会って混乱して、警戒状態と報告してしまいましたの。おかげで騎士員全体が臨戦態勢。私もバレエの練習を切り上げて部屋に待機するよう無理やり連れ出されましたわ。もう困りますわよ。
申し訳ございません。
厳重に注意します。
Whoa. The black suits lined up behind her out of nowhere. Mina's brigade of bodyguards was unusually large, and they assumed some danger was afoot.
今夜のエロイナは報告書の嵐でしょうね。ちょっと同情しますわ。
So that's how it goes? Regardless, I was partially to blame, and I felt a little guilty of it.
各員撤収。平常業務に戻る。
はい。
At Ellie's command, all of the black-suited guards behind Mina dispersed in droves. Ellie made her way over to us.
すいません、騒がせました。カミナル様、もう問題ありません。
ご苦労様。
市松殿、本日はこれで。
Sure. Have a good night. Ellie headed back to the estate with her battalion in tow. Not entirely sure here, but did all that mean Ellie's a highly ranked guard? I had never paid any mind to Ellie's position before. I mean, maybe. I know she was a high-ranking guard, but I didn't know how high. The one thing I did know was that she was Sylvie's guard. For that matter, she had the special position of being her personal attendant. This was likely because they were close in age and she was even able to come to school with her. However, based on her usual behavior...
上も何も、日本にいる騎士員の者の中では最高責任者になりますわ。
So, she's at the very top? I assumed as much, but it was still surprising. She outranked some of the adults and even had to take responsibility for their mistakes. It was high enough a position that it wouldn't make sense if she were just an attendant.
まあ責任者であることを差し引いても、エロイナは騎士員筆頭イスタ家の息女。ほとんどの騎士員の者にとって 仕えるべき相手ですが。
Her reply certainly piqued my interest. That curiosity prompted me to ask, does that mean Ellie's loaded? Pardon my phrasing of that though. I'd been curious about this for a while now. I didn't really pay any attention since she was at Sylvie's side, but Ellie was refined enough to not be outdone by a princess. If she was a daughter of the knights of the family in the uppermost echelons of those black suits that serves as Sylvie's guards, then...
お嬢様というのがどんな尺度かは存じませんが、イスタ家はソルティレージュにおいては王室シスア家と双璧をなす歴々最小を務める家柄ですわ。
A well-to-do girl from the number 2 family.
シスア家とイスタ家は名目上は同格です。ナンバー2という表現はそぐいませんわね。
Ellie was on par with royalty. How amazing was that? I'd sensed as much from Ellie before, but she and Sylvie were on the same level.
まあしかし、騎士院は王室に仕えるのが最大事。そこの長を務めるイスタ家が王室たるシスア家と肩を並べるなどとは、騎士院の総意が否定するでしょうけれど。
But they're on par with royalty from birth?
ええ。
Then how did Ellie get assigned to be Sylvie's bodyguard?
なんでと言われましても、エロイナがそば使いになることを望んだからとしか。騎士の誉れは国への、王室への忠誠です。シルビーお姉様が専属で従事させていることそのものが、イスタ家にとっては非常に価値あることですし。
The conversation veered into the territory of knightly honor, huh? Probably not something that I'd ever comprehend then.
まあ、エロイナがお姉様をお守りする理由は、もっと個人的な。
Huh?
なんでもありません。
How was it personal?
なんでもございません。
She abruptly turned away, effectively ending the conversation. Maybe it was a touchy subject for her. I only knew a little bit about Ellie, and it wasn't looking like I'd get to ask the question I wanted to know most. What I had gathered was that there was some personal reason behind Ellie's loyalty to Sylvie. This applied just as much when she acted as my tutor earlier. Sylvie was at the heart of every personal opinion Ellie held. Even her choice to act as my tutor wasn't out of concern for me personally. She was trying to eliminate any possible concern Sylvie would have for me, the person she invited here, due to my worrisome grades. But staggering loyalty. Actually, loyalty might not be the right word here anymore.
たるんでいるぞお前たち。
はっ。
シルビア様、カミナル様の警護は我々がここにいる価値そのものと知れ。次失態があれば本国総監のものと思え。
はっ。
まあまあエル、そんな厳しく言わなくてもいいじゃない。
シルビー様、甘やかさないでください。我ら騎士院はシルビーさん。シルビア王女の身に万一のこともなきよう細心を払うのが筆定なのです。私を含め今日のことはあってはならないことでした。
もう相変わらずこちこちなんだから。お説教もわかるけれど、それよりオールの調子はどうだったか聞かせてほしいわ。
しかし
王女様の命令よ。ほら、私の部屋でね。
わかりました。
よろしい。はい、みんな、今日は解散。明日からもよろしくね。
ほ
助かりました、シルビア様。
いえいえ、みんな、明日からもよろしくね。
はい。
みんな言ったわね。
はい。お手数をおかけしました。
もうこんなこと続けてると嫌われちゃうわよ、エル。
私は彼ら騎士員派を率いねばならぬ身です。少し怖がられるくらいの方がいい。
もうまあボラルコーチェみたく分かってる人もいるから心配はないと思うけど。
それにそうして私が恐れられる分、彼らの忠誠はシルビー様に向く。本来そうあるはずだった形に近づけているだけです。
もう
金色ラブリッチェというわけですいません。あまり軽い気持ちで家庭教師をするのは難しいようです。
Alright, and with that, we're gonna end that right here. So obviously, this is the beginning. This is the start of our relationship path with Ellie. So obviously, we will continue this in the next following episodes for this entire route. So until then, thank you guys for watching. And I'm finally back, obviously, with it being December 6th. So we are obviously going to be going back into our regular routine. And let's see if we can finish this before the last episode in this series for this route. So until then, like usual, thank you for watching. Have a good day. And we'll see if we can knock this out before December 25th, Christmas Day. So until then.